There are numerous creepy sites where the supernatural and history converge. From bone churches to Soviet ghost towns, these sites are full of secrets that will not remain concealed. Come with us as we explore the history and ghostly pasts of the world's spookiest sites, where the past continues to haunt the present. Prepare for the most terrifying stories in part 3 of our top 10 most haunted places in the world. Number 10. Pyramiden, Svalbard, Norway. Pyramiden was a ghost town from the Soviet era that was an abandoned mining town in the Arctic. Sweden started it in 1910 and sold it to the Soviet Union in 1927. It was a thriving coal mine center until it was shut down in 1998. It had over 1,000 residents at its highest population and boasted amenities such as a heated swimming pool, a movie theater, a school, and even a Lenin statue, the northernmost one in the world. The town started to decline after a disastrous plane crash in 1996 that claimed 141 lives, as well as the collapse of the Soviet Union and the decline in coal prices. The final residents were evacuated in 1998, leaving behind a ghost town that feels frozen in time. Pyramiden now remains largely unchanged, with its buildings still intact due to the cold weather. A small caretaker population maintains the site and provides guided tours to tourists interested in this peaceful yet deserted reminder of the past. Number 9. Sedlec's Ossuary, Bone Church, Kutná, Hora, Czech Republic. In Kutná, Hora, Czech Republic, the Sedlec's Ossuary, or the Bone Church, holds the remains of approximately 40,000 to 70,000 individuals. The chapel lies under the Cemetery Church of All Saints and is renowned for having a strange yet artistic interior where human bones are arranged creatively into chandeliers, coats of arms, and pyramids. The ossuary began in 1278 when a Cistercian abbot, after a pilgrimage to Jerusalem, scattered some soil from Golgotha to the Abbey Cemetery, which made the cemetery a sacred burial ground. Afterwards, the cemetery became a desirable burial site, and mass graves were made during the Black Death and the Hussite Wars. In 1870, woodcarver František Rint was employed to arrange the bones artistically. His work transformed the ossuary into an amazing combination of respect and art, drawing tourists from around the globe. Although the primary purpose of the ossuary is to honor those who perished, its eerie atmosphere and the sheer number of human remains contribute to the attraction of the ossuary as a haunted destination. Today, the Sedlec's Ossuary depicts historical images and human imagination, with over 200,000 tourists visiting annually. Number 8. The Hellfire Club, Dublin, Ireland. At the top of Montpellier Hill in Dublin, Ireland, the Hellfire Club is a ghostly reminder of the decadence of the 18th century and the supernatural. It was constructed in 1725 by William Connolly, the Speaker of the Irish House of Commons, and originally a hunting lodge. It gained notoriety when members of the Hellfire Club, a secret society famous for out-of-control living and dark rituals, began meeting there in 1735. The club's activities were shrouded in mystery, with rumors of black masses, animal sacrifices, and devil worship. One popular legend is about a game of cards interrupted by a hooded stranger who vanished in a fireball after one of the members saw his cloven hoof. The creepy reputation of the lodge intensified when it was discovered that it was constructed on an ancient stone pile, with stones from an old tomb incorporated into its walls. Even today, the Hellfire Club remains a favorite haunt of those interested in haunted history. Number 7. Tbilisi's abandoned amusement park, Tbilisi, Georgia. In Tbilisi, atop Mount Zatsminda, there once was a vibrant amusement park that is now eerie and crumbling. It was built in the 1930s during the Soviet era and was one of the most popular parks in the USSR. The park featured rides such as carousels, water slides, a roller coaster, and the infamous Ghost Castle, a frightening ride with horror scenes and special effects. But alas, the park began to deteriorate in the early 2000s. In 2007, because of political problems, the park was shut down and the government seized its assets. It reopened briefly in 2009, but never regained its former glory. Today, while some areas have been renovated, other areas of the park remain empty and still. Visitors tend to feel uneasy, relating stories of ghosts and strange noises from those who venture into its abandoned areas. The contrast between its former vibrant rides and the present decay gives a creepy yet fascinating sense of unease. Number 6. The Tower of Silence, Mumbai, India. Mumbai's upscale Malabar Hill is a 54-acre forest with a secret inside, the ancient and sacred Tower of Silence. This roofless circular building, called Atacama, is the Parsi people's last resting place, followers of the old Zoroastrian faith. Here, the dead are placed atop the tower to be devoured by vultures, for they believe that coming in contact with the earth, fire, or water would defile these holy things. But this custom is in jeopardy. Vulture populations in India are down by more than 97% due to poisoning from animal medicine, which disrupts the ancient practice of leaving the body for vultures. In response, the Parsis have tried using solar concentrators to speed up decomposition, but these have failed during rainy periods. The Tower of Silence is still an important symbol of Zoroastrian traditions, reflecting deep respect for nature and the elements. However, as cities spread and environmental concerns continue, this holy ritual has a questionable future. If you're enjoying these horrific tales, don't forget to subscribe now and ring the notification bell. We've only just started the most haunted locations on Earth. Let's return to our list now and discover more creepy locations. Number 5. Humberstone and Santa Laura, Atacama Desert, Chile. In the center of Chile's Atacama Desert, Humberstone and Santa Laura are quiet reminders of an earlier time. Constructed in the 1870s, these saltpeter works were thriving centers in the production of nitrate, a critical material for use in making fertilizers and explosives. At their peak, Humberstone had over 3,700 inhabitants, while Santa Laura had around 425. The settlements thrived until the mid-20th century, when man-made fertilizers became widespread, cutting the demand for natural nitrate. By 1960, the places were abandoned, leaving a well-preserved image of industrial life. Nowadays, Humberstone and Santa Laura are UNESCO World Heritage Sites, offering a rare glimpse of the past. Tourists can view the remnants of workers' houses, communal areas, and industrial structures, all amidst the harsh desert. The silence and preserved buildings evoke nostalgia and mystery, making these ghost towns an intriguing destination for history buffs and adventure seekers. Number 4. The Myrtles Plantation, Louisiana, USA. The Myrtles Plantation in St. Francisville, Louisiana is called America's Most Haunted House. It was built in 1796 by General David Bradford and has a tragic and enigmatic history. One of the most well-known stories is about a slave who worked in the house, named Chloe. Legend has it that she was disciplined by her owner, Judge Clark Woodruff, for eavesdropping and, as a punishment, cut off her ear. Despite his mutilating her, in an attempt to win back his favor, Chloe baked a cake using toxic oleander leaves to poison the family so that she could nurse them back to health. Unfortunately, the family died from the poison. Other slaves then hanged Chloe and threw her into the Mississippi River. Even though this story is well known, there is no proof of it in historical accounts. There are several versions of the story, and some researchers believe it was made up to explain the haunting. Notwithstanding doubts about Chloe's story, many individuals feel the plantation is haunted because of other tragedies that took place well after that in the house, involving deathly diseases and a shooting. Guests and staff report seeing ghostly apparitions, hearing strange noises, and experiencing sudden temperature drops, adding to the plantation's gruesome history and allure. Number 3. The Winchester Mystery House, San Jose, California, USA. The Winchester Mystery House in San Jose, California is a strange mansion. It was built by Sarah Winchester, a widow of William Wirt Winchester, who inherited the Winchester Repeating Arms Company. The home was started as a simple farmhouse in 1884. Sarah inherited a lot of money after her husband and daughter died and moved to California. She bought the farmhouse in 1886 and started a large construction project until she died in 1922. The mansion looks strange, with staircases that go to ceilings, doors that open into walls, and windows into other rooms. These strange elements have led people to believe that Sarah was trying to placate the spirits of the people killed by Winchester rifles. Legend has it that a medium told her to build a house to pacify these angry spirits. Today, the Winchester Mystery House shows Sarah Winchester's efforts and the mysteries of her life. Whether motivated by grief, superstition, or a need to create, her legacy lives on in this peculiar home. Number 2. Chillon Castle, Montreux, Switzerland. Château de Chillon is located on the shores of Lake Geneva in Switzerland. Not only is it a beautiful castle, but it's also a fortress with a dark history. In the 12th century, it was built by the rulers of the Savoy region as a military stronghold and their home. Its most famous use was as a prison. François Bournivard, a Geneva monk opposed to the Savoyard rule, was the most celebrated prisoner. He was held in the cold cellars of the castle for 6 years, and his fate motivated Lord Byron to compose the poem The Prisoner of Chillon. His name is engraved on the walls of the dungeons, and it's a lasting reminder of his suffering. The castle has a spooky atmosphere due to stories of ghosts and paranormal occurrences. Some claim to hear soft voices and footsteps in the empty corridors, while others feel sudden cold snaps. These chilling moments have led to ghost stories that are still told today. Despite its dark history, Château de Chillon is a destination worth visiting. Number 1. The Catacombs of Paris, Paris, France. Under the romantic streets of Paris, there exists a chilling underworld, an underground chamber containing the remains of more than 6 million souls. The Paris Catacombs, or as they're also called, the Empire of the Dead, are a testament to the dark past of Paris and mysteries hidden beneath the city's elegant face. In the late 18th century, Paris was experiencing a public health crisis due to overcrowded cemeteries spreading disease. Authorities, in response, started moving human remains to the defunct limestone quarries under the city. By 1786, millions of Parisians were being buried there. The bones were transported quietly in somber processions to ensure respect and prevent panic among the public. Today, the catacombs are a favorite tourist spot, attracting visitors keen to venture into the eerie tunnels lined with skulls and femurs neatly arranged. Nevertheless, the atmosphere is anything but welcoming. The suffocating silence, the faint light, and the dominating presence of death make the experience eerie and uncomfortable. What do you think? Is there somewhere to go or stay away from? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget, this is part 3. Be sure to check out the previous parts. The links are in the description. Subscribe for more haunted adventures.